We need to accept the reality as it is. We live in future. If you didn't live in future, then there would be no need, to clean yourself, to take bath. There would be no need for yourself to learn something, to look around what's happening. There would be no need to speak with people. Because why would you do that? Do you understand me? There's absolutely no point in speaking with people. No point in doing something, even in eating. There's absolutely no point in doing anything at all if you don't think about future. So we always think about future. There's no moment when we don't live for future. Whether you have a wise attitude toward future or not wise attitude toward future, there's always attitude to future. There's no way how to live without attitude toward future. Those who think that they live only in present are just deluding themselves. This will be very difficult for those who have deluded themselves quite a lot already. But consider it for yourself. Why would you take bath, Why would you eat at the moment when you are not particularly hungry? And monks eat in a regular time, not because they are particularly hungry. And monks usually, especially in Myanmar, they take bath at a regular time, not because they are particularly dirty. So we understand the fact, we accept the fact that we live in future. We didn't experience the future, we don't experience the future, but we are clearly aware of the dangers or of the benefits that future can bring to us. And this is so important to accept for parents. Can you imagine that parents would have a child and they would not get the child into school? That they would not get the child into some proper care to learn how to speak, to learn how to move? Can you imagine that catastrophe? This is unimaginable. But this will never happen because, again, we all live in future. I mean, we all live with the vision of future. So sometimes we think of future, okay, in the future I will have pleasure. So we prepare ourselves in the present moment to experience pleasure in the future. Or, if we are a little bit wiser, we can think, maybe, or actually for sure, I will die at one moment. And at one moment, my deeds will bring a result. Therefore, I should do good deeds right now, right here. Because in the future, there will be a result of all my actions. So, all these people who say that they live in present, they are telling you half-truth, or as my dad would say, they're saying the perfect lie. We all live in present and in the future as well. We live in the present because of the future. Why do you think that a monk would live in the present? Think about it. Why would somebody decide to live, to be in the present moment? Do you have any idea? Why would a monk, after reading from the Buddha that we have to observe the present moment, why would a monk, after he reads that the Buddha says we have to live in the present moment, why would the monk then live in the present moment? What do they want? They want to achieve wisdom, that's right. They want to attain enlightenment. The monk is in the present moment because he thinks about the future. He clearly understands, if I am now in the present moment, in the future I will become enlightened. Do you see that? They are in the present moment because they think about the future. They would never be in the present moment if they didn't think that this will help them for anything. So we never live only in the present moment. We are always clearly aware of the consequences of our actions, and that's why we are present when we do those actions. So we make a determination, we make a plan, and as we are fulfilling the plan, we are in the background aware of our purpose and also of the present moment. Sati and Sampajanya are the 5 points. You heard 2, but they are actually 5. They are 5 points which make up the correct mindfulness. The present moment is just 1 out of the 5. But that's useless. Just 1 out of the 5 is also in robbers. It's also in thieves, in murderers, in adulterers. They are also clearly aware of what's happening now. So what is the difference between mindfulness of a wise person and mindfulness of a not wise person? That's the remaining 4 points. The wise person has in their mindfulness also 4 points, namely the clear understanding of the suitability. That's the sappaya sampajanya, clear understanding, clear comprehension of suitability. That's still in the present moment. But the second point is only about the future. Sattaka sampajanya, the clear comprehension of purpose. They are clearly aware of why they are mindful right now, right here. They are clearly aware why they are eating. The monk reflects on his meal in terms that he is not eating this food he's not going to take, so he's considering the future of what he's going to do with his food. He's considering, no, I'm not going to use this food for playing, for a game. I'm not going to embellish my body with this food. I'm not going to use this food just to make myself beautiful or big. I'm going to use this food, I'm going to eat this food in order to have easy, holy life. To avoid unpleasant feelings that arose in the past and to avoid unpleasant feelings that may arise in the future. The monk is considering about their meal like this before they start eating. They consider the future. There is no way out of that. At the moment when a monk is not aware of their purpose, he is no more practicing the Buddha's teachings. Sattaka sampajanya is out of these 5 immensely important. If you don't know what's your purpose of your action, then there is no reason why would you do it. You help another person because you believe that it will be helpful for them. That's why it's called help. If you help another person without any purpose, then it might not be helpful, most probably, because you don't have the purpose to help them. You don't have any intention to help them, because that would be thinking into future. You didn't experience their being helped. You didn't see it, their being helped. It's coming. It's not come. It has not come yet. So this is only and only about future. So we always need to consider future. The remaining 2 points are that you know what is your foundation of mindfulness, whether you observe your body, feelings, mind, or phenomena. And finally, to keep yourself aware of the truth of suffering, origin of suffering, cessation of suffering, and the path that leads out of suffering. But the 4th one also I explain as the clarity of mindfulness, that you're clear about whether mindfulness is there or not. Because the Pali word asammoha has 2 meanings. It can either mean that you are not deluded in terms of how reality works, but it also can be interpreted as that you are there in the present moment, that you are not deluded now. So these are the 5 points. Presence, know the suitability, know the purpose, know your foundation of mindfulness, and be clearly aware of the 4 noble truths, or at least to have, and have the clarity of mindfulness. So this way you always need to be there in the future and in the present moment as well. So you need to combine them together, otherwise it's not complete anyway. And if somebody tells you that they never think about their future, then just ask them, why do they take bath? And why do they actually talk with you at all?